Thinking about leaving your soul-sucking 9 to 5 job, one of the biggest struggles I see people, especially as women, face is the idea of having that safety net, that enticing perks and benefits, and listening to that head trash of what will people think if I leave. I totally get it, and I've been where you are. That's why I created a free guide to help you if you're thinking about putting in that notice. It's called Unlocking Your Exit Plan. Discover 5 things you need to do before leaving your 9 to 5. This guide is filled with worksheets and steps so you will have hand holding along the way. You can download your copy in the link in the show notes, and again, it's totally free. Now back to today's episode. Welcome back to another episode of the Hella Sis Dorsey podcast. We are going strong with these solo episodes here lately. I am so excited about it. I have a lot to share, a lot to talk about, but I've been on a roll here lately and I'm loving it. So I'm going to continue the momentum with these solo episodes and we're going to dive into some really fun stuff. Okay, so today I'm talking all about what can you create today and sell tomorrow. Think about it. If you are trying to figure out a side hustle to make some extra income, I want you to sit and think about what can you create today that you can sell tomorrow. So I think I mentioned it on the podcast before, but before all of this, before my podcast, I don't even think it was before me even writing books. No, it was after me writing books. Before I was creating websites for other people, before VA, before doing courses, I started off selling jewelry. I have never made jewelry a day in my life. This was like back in 2008, 7, 6, something like that. I have never created jewelry in my life, but I'm the type of person, I'm like, oh, let me see if I can do it. And I did. It was successful. I'm getting to the story. But one day I went into Michael's craft store. And my mom was actually looking at some beads. And she was like, oh, wouldn't this be nice for some earrings? And I'm like, yeah, it would be. So I went ahead and got those, and then I got the hooks for it, and that was it. So I created 2 pair of earrings out of that one package of beads, and I got the hooks for them. And what I did was I put them in a little Ziploc bag, and I took them to work. And I was like, hey, look at these earrings that I made. Aren't they cute? And then my coworkers was like, oh my gosh, Candace, they are cute. How much are you selling them for? I didn't even have to tell them. I didn't have to say, oh, I'm selling these. It was like, how much are you selling them for? And I was like, $7. And it was like, done. I made $14 that day. I had no lunch money. I was like, how am I going to eat my lunch? So I was like, hey, look at these earrings. You should see my little hand like I'm sliding a piece of paper or something to them. But I said, hey, look at these earrings. I said, aren't they cute? And I sold them. I sold both pair. I made $14 that day. I was able to have lunch, and I said, let me see how far I can go with this. So that actually became really good. I've been known at my job for making jewelry. I sold jewelry in my job. I sold jewelry at my mom's job. I've sold jewelry at festivals. I've done table and artist shows. You think of it, you name it, I've done it. But I had to stop because my hands was cramping up. It was getting bad to where I was starting to get like a little arthritis in my hand. So I eventually had to stop. Till this day, people ask me, am I still doing jewelry? Like my mom's coworker asked her like a couple of weeks back, is Candace still doing jewelry? And I know that I like definitely made my mark in the jewelry space. But I say that all to say that you don't have to have everything planned out. You don't have to have all the bells and whistles to create a side hustle so that you can make money. You don't have to have a business license. You do not have to have a business plan. You don't have to have any of that to make extra money. Okay, as long as it's in the form of cash, you're good to go. Okay, but if you want to do it on a larger scale, like It's getting to the point where you're busy and you're going to have to create a name. Next, you're going to have to do all the legal stuff. Then, yeah, but for side hustling, I would advise no. How to get started? First, you want to ask yourself, what can I make or what have I made that I can sell tomorrow if I need to? This is the hustle mentality right here. So if you have a bill due, let's say you have a bill due, PG&E bills, $150. Actually, mine was more than that these past winters, but that's another episode. But let's say your PG&E bill is $150 and you don't know how you're going to pay for it. What do you have in your house, or what can you create with the things in your house, or probably run to the store and get, that you can sell tomorrow to make that bill money? Okay? Legal. What legal? Let me make sure I say that. What legal can you do in order to make that money? Okay? So for my creators out there who create jewelry, who create arts and crafts, I know you have something. I know you have something laying around, stashed around that you can create right now as I'm talking and post it on Facebook with your phone and say, hey, aren't these cute? And if people are like, yeah, I love those, how much are they? You have something. I just want to let you know you have something. Okay. So I want to challenge you to do this. Like, seriously, I want to challenge you to do this. If you are stuck on not knowing what to do, what to sell, try it out. Because every one of us have something in us that they can actually make and create, that they can actually make extra money if they need to tomorrow. Just think about it. If you was to lose your job today, God forbid, if you was to lose that 9 to 5 that you're in right now, what would you create in order to sell tomorrow? Okay? I want to let that sink in. So if you're interested in making jewelry and you're like, well, Candace, I'm not really creative. I don't know, how to do it. It's nothing. It is nothing to it. So you go to Michael's. Oftentimes they have pieces already connected that you can unchain and then rechain back on a hook, and you can sell it for $7. That's how easy it is. You can spend, because I think that it's $3.99 where they have like a little, like a string of beads, or they'll have like a string of charms. It's so hard not to show you what I'm talking about. But go to Michael's and look in their beading section. See what you can make into some earrings. Okay? Buy some hooks. The hooks for they can put it in their ear. Buy those. Okay? You don't need a whole set of fancy pans, wire cutters, or benders, or anything like that. You want to get the tool, and my jewelry terminology is, shot. I haven't done it in a long time, but you want to get the tool that will actually either crimp or close the actual loop to where you trying to connect the hook for it to go into your ear too. Okay, that was too much detailed information. But you want to buy those tools, those pliers, just one. Do not get a whole set, just one. Okay, or you don't even have to do it at all. You can do it with some scissors. Okay, just to close. You want to close the jump ring. That's what they call it, jump ring. You want to close that to be able to hook onto the earring. Okay, so let's do some math. And I'm actually doing math right now. You're probably going to hear my calculator over the audio, but this is real time. So let's do some math. Let's say that you buy one strand of the beads from Michael's. So let's say that's $3.99. Then you want to get the earring hooks. Let's just say on average that's $2.99. Given that you may want to buy the actual tool, but you don't have to. I suggest don't do it. Figure out scissors or whatever to be able to close it, and you take that home. Okay. So you just spent $6.98. Let's say you can make on average, I would say two to three. Don't want to say two to three. Let's just say, yeah, no, let's say three. Let's say you can make three pair of earrings out of what you just bought and charge $7. Okay, so let's keep that number. That's $6.98. Okay, and then you charge $7 times three. That's $21. Okay, so 21 minus the six. Oh, was that $6.93? Yeah. You just made a $14 profit. How does that sound? Sounds good? What can you do with $14? Well, with $14, I probably can go out to Michael's and buy some more so that I can make some more extra money and I can have my bill paid. That's how you can create a side hustle, but you can also create something that you just did today and then you sold on the next day. Okay. I hope this helps. I don't teach things the way other people do. No, I teach from my experience and the way that I do things. Okay. And then there's some people out there that say, oh, you have to do XYZ, have this long laundry list of things that you should do before you do anything like create a business or side hustle, and it becomes overwhelming. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you, okay, you need to make some extra money. What do you have in your house? Okay. You don't have anything in your house? Okay. How much money do you have right now? Well, I only have $7. Great. Go to Michael's. You're going to go to Michael's and you're going to see if number one, you can find some sales, or number two, get the lowest price item. Go get some beads. Okay. Go get the hooks. Make some earrings. Sell them. Get the profit. Invest that back. Get more. Sell those. Okay. Get your profit. Pay your bill. Okay. That's it. That's all I have for you guys. Awesome. So if you like this episode, let me know. Send me a DM. I will link up my Instagram in the show notes. Send me a DM. Let me know if you like this. And I can definitely make more content like this. If you want me to actually show and see, like, go into more details on how I created my own side hustle, definitely let me know. I am willing to share that because it's not that hard. It's very simple. Okay. You just got to get into the mindset that you can do it. All right. So until the next episode, you take care.